Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everyone. I want to begin with a simple truth. You are far more powerful than you've been led to believe. The reality you experience right now, your circumstances, your relationships, your feelings are shaped by the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions you continuously generate. But here's the thing, this isn't the end of the story. You don't have to remain locked in the patterns of the past. Leverage, you can change, you can transform. Trusting God is not just about believing in a higher power, it's about realizing that you are not separate from it. It's not an external entity, it's an essence that is woven into the very fabric of your being. God is not somewhere out there. God is in you, in your heart, in your thoughts, and in your energy. When you trust God, you're learning to trust the divine intelligence within yourself, the part of you that is connected to infinite possibility. Now, what does it mean to trust God? To trust God is to let go of the need for control. It's recognizing that there is a greater force at work, something that is always guiding you, even when you can't see it with your physical eyes. It means surrendering to the flow of life, understanding that the universe in its infinite wisdom is always aligning things for your highest good, even if the road doesn't always look the way you expect. This journey isn't about faith in a distant future or some abstract hope. It's about tapping into the present moment and realizing that you have the power to shift your thoughts and energy right now. The moment you align your thoughts with the highest vibration, love, peace, and gratitude, you begin to synchronize with the divine. And when that happens, miracles begin to unfold because the universe responds to the energy you emit. Trusting God means becoming the master of your thoughts. Every single thought you have is an energetic vibration that influences the reality you experience. The more you cultivate thoughts of faith, hope, and abundance, the more those energies become your reality. But if you allow fear, doubt, or worry to dominate your thinking, then that becomes your reality too. Remember this, the divine is always with you. You have access to that power, that presence at any moment. When you learn to listen to the whispers of your soul, to trust in the guidance that flows from within, you open the door to infinite potential. And here's where it gets truly exciting. When you trust God, when you trust that this divine intelligence is always at work in your life, you begin to see that every experience, every challenge, every setback is an opportunity for growth. It's all part of the process, and it's all leading you to a greater understanding of who you truly are. So trust God. Trust that everything you've been through has been a stepping stone, preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. Trust that you are worthy, that you are enough, and that the universe is always working in your favor. The key is to let go of the past, to release any fear that might be holding you back, and to step boldly into the future with faith. Your destiny is not a random occurrence. It's a divine unfolding, and you are a part of it. Now is the time. Trust God, trust yourself, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Thank you. Trust is the foundation of every meaningful connection, whether it's with others, ourselves, or the divine. It's a quiet but powerful force that enables us to navigate through life with a sense of security and hope, even in uncertain times. Trust is not just a passive state. It is an active decision to believe that there is a greater plan, one that unfolds even when we cannot see the entire picture. Trust goes beyond mere belief. It's a deep knowing that everything happening in our lives is part of a larger design, even if we can't yet comprehend it. At the core of trust is vulnerability. It requires us to surrender control, to let go of the illusion that we can dictate every aspect of our journey. When we trust, we stop clinging to the need to have every answer, to anticipate every outcome. Instead, we embrace the unknown with the understanding that whatever happens is leading us exactly where we need to go. It's in this surrender that we find true strength, because when we let go of fear and control, we allow space for faith to flourish. Trust also requires consistency in thought and action. It's not just a one-time decision to let go and trust in something greater. It's a daily practice. When faced with challenges, the temptation to doubt is often strong. But true trust means choosing to align with the belief that there is a greater purpose, that there is something beyond what we can immediately perceive. This consistent alignment strengthens our connection to the divine, to the universe, and to our own highest potential. As we learn to trust, we also discover our capacity to grow and evolve. Every moment of trust is a seed planted in the soil of our consciousness, slowly nurturing a deeper connection to our higher selves and to the universe around us. The more we trust, the more we begin to recognize the patterns of guidance, the synchronicities, and the invisible hands that lead us toward our highest good. God is not an abstract concept or a distant figure sitting far away. God is the energy that flows through everything, the air you breathe, the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel. The divine is not separate from you, but intimately connected with you at every moment. Recognizing this truth shifts everything. It opens the door to a deeper understanding that you are not alone in this journey. You are not merely navigating through life by your own willpower. In the primitive moment, we're not so different from the everyday me. You are guided, supported, and continuously connected to the divine intelligence that orchestrates all of existence. This connection is not something that needs to be earned or achieved. It is inherent within you. The divine intelligence is present in your very cells, in the essence of your being. When you tap into this awareness, when you begin to recognize the divine within, you start to perceive the world differently. You begin to see the beauty and the purpose in every moment, in every interaction, and even in every challenge. We often think of God as an external source of power, but in truth, God is the source of all power. The divine is within you, giving you the strength to overcome obstacles, the wisdom to make decisions, and the peace to face life's uncertainties. It is not something out there to be worshipped or feared, but something that flows through you, inviting you to align with it, to live in harmony with the universal laws of love, peace, and abundance. When you begin to trust that the divine is within, you realize that everything you need to navigate life already exists within you. The strength, the answers, the guidance, they are all available to you at any moment. You no longer have to look outside yourself for validation or direction. Instead, you turn inward, trusting that the divine is always there within you, supporting your journey and helping you create a reality that reflects the love and power that reside within your own heart. Surrendering control is often seen as a sign of weakness or failure, but in reality, it is one of the most powerful and transformative acts we can engage in. To surrender is not to give up, but to give over, to let go of the tight grip on the outcomes we believe we must achieve. It is to acknowledge that as much as we try to control every detail of our lives, there are forces beyond our understanding that are shaping the course of our experiences. Surrender is the willingness to accept the flow of life, trusting that, even when we can't see it, everything is unfolding for our greater good. When we surrender, we free ourselves from the burden of constant effort and worry. We stop trying to force things to fit into our limited perspective and instead allow life to reveal itself in ways we may never have imagined. Surrender opens us to possibilities that we cannot yet see, but that are part of a bigger picture. It invites us to step into the unknown, not as a source of fear, but as a place of trust and faith. In surrender, there is immense freedom. The need to control every outcome falls away, and with it, the stress and anxiety that often accompany that need. Surrender allows us to be present in the moment, to experience life as it is, without constantly trying to manipulate it. In letting go of our desire to force outcomes, we create space for something greater to enter our lives, a flow of ease, of clarity, and of peace. True surrender is an act of trust in the divine order of life. It is an acknowledgement that there is a wisdom far beyond our individual understanding, one that orchestrates the universe in perfect harmony. When we let go of our need to control, we make room for this higher wisdom to guide us, leading us toward our true purpose and fulfillment in ways we might never have imagined. Surrender does not diminish us. It elevates us to a place of greater connection and understanding. Faith is not just a concept reserved for moments of crisis or difficulty. It is a constant, underlying force that shapes our thoughts, decisions, and actions every day. To live with faith is to walk through life with the assurance that, despite what we may face, everything is unfolding as it should. Faith is the inner knowing that we are not alone, that we are supported by a power greater than ourselves, and that the path before us, though often unclear, will lead us to exactly where we need to be. Having faith does not mean that we never experience doubt or fear. Rather, it means that in the face of uncertainty, we choose to trust that everything is working out for our highest good. Faith allows us to move forward even when we can't see the end result, knowing that each step we take is part of a larger design that is beyond our immediate understanding. Faith is the quiet assurance that life is not random, and that every experience, every challenge, every triumph has purpose and meaning. When we live with faith, we are no longer bound by our circumstances. We shift our focus from the obstacles in front of us to the belief that there is always a solution, always an opportunity, always a lesson hidden in every moment. Faith empowers us to take risks, to leap into the unknown, with the confidence that we will be caught by something greater than ourselves. It is a belief in the unseen, a trust that the universe is always working in our favor, even when the evidence isn't immediately clear. Faith also transforms how we see ourselves and the world around us. It allows us to let go of fear, doubt, and insecurity, and replace them with a sense of trust and possibility. When we cultivate faith, we are not just hoping for the best. We are aligning ourselves with the divine flow, trusting that everything we need will be provided, and that we are exactly where we need to be in this moment. Abundance is often viewed as something external, wealth, success, possessions, but true abundance transcends material things. It is an internal state of being that stems from a deep sense of gratitude, openness, and recognition of the limitless possibilities around us. Abundance is the awareness that the universe is constantly offering us opportunities, ideas, and blessings, not just in terms of physical wealth, but in every aspect of life: love, health, creativity, and joy. To live in abundance is to recognize that we are never lacking, that we are always in a state of receiving, and that we are worthy of all the good things the world has to offer. When we shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance, we begin to see the richness of life in even the smallest moments. We stop focusing on what we don't have and begin to appreciate what we do have. This change in focus opens us up to a greater flow of energy, where we naturally attract more of what we are grateful for. Abundance is not about acquiring more. It is about realizing the wealth of opportunities, love, and beauty that is already present around us. The more we tune into this frequency, the more we become aligned with it, and the more we invite it into our lives. Living in abundance requires a mindset shift. It requires us to let go of the belief that there is never enough and embrace the truth that there is always more. When we align our thoughts and actions with abundance, we naturally attract the resources, people, and circumstances that support our growth and dreams. The energy we put into the world, whether it's through generosity, kindness, or openness, comes back to us multiplied. Abundance is a cycle, a flow of giving and receiving, of trust and gratitude that perpetuates itself as we align with it. It is the understanding that we are deserving of all the good that is already on its way to us, and consciousness is the lens through which we view and interpret the world around us. It shapes our perceptions, influences our decisions, and dictates the experiences we have in life. What we are conscious of, what we focus on and choose to believe, becomes our reality. This is why understanding the nature of our consciousness is so important. Our consciousness is not a static entity. It is constantly evolving and expanding based on the thoughts we entertain, the beliefs we hold, and the energy we invest in our lives. The more we become aware of the power of our consciousness, the more we begin to realize that we have the ability to transform our lives simply by shifting our awareness. When we raise our consciousness, we begin to see life through a different lens. We become more aware of the present moment and the infinite possibilities available to us. We stop living on autopilot, reacting to the world around us based on past programming and unconscious patterns, and instead start to live intentionally, guided by our highest values and desires. Raising our consciousness allows us to break free from limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns that no longer serve us, and it opens us up to new opportunities for growth and expansion. Consciousness is also deeply connected to our sense of connection with the universe. As we awaken to the truth that we are not separate from the world around us, we realize that everything is interconnected, and that our thoughts, feelings, and actions have a ripple effect on the collective consciousness. In this understanding, we recognize that we are co-creators of our reality, and that the energy we put into the world shapes not only our own lives, but the world at large. Expanding our consciousness is an ongoing process, one that requires openness, curiosity, and a willingness to evolve. It is through this expansion that we come to understand our true potential and the boundless nature of the universe we are a part of. When we speak of miracles, we often think of extraordinary, almost impossible events that defy logic or explanation. But in reality, miracles are all around us, woven into the fabric of our everyday lives. They are not isolated occurrences that happen only in rare, exceptional circumstances. A miracle can be as simple as a moment of clarity that shifts your entire perspective, or a seemingly small event that leads to profound change. A miracle is simply the manifestation of the divine in our lives, often showing up in unexpected ways, offering us a glimpse of the extraordinary within the ordinary. Miracles occur when we align ourselves with the higher frequencies of love, trust, and faith. They are not things we can force or demand, but rather they arise when we open ourselves to the possibility of the miraculous. And though it is through surrendering our doubts and limiting beliefs that we make space for miracles to flow into our lives, when we operate from a place of fear or scarcity, we block the miracles that are waiting to unfold. But when we trust in the divine plan, when we let go of control, and when we believe in the infinite possibilities of the universe, we invite miracles into our reality. The power of miracles lies in their ability to shift our perception. They challenge our beliefs about what is possible, and in doing so, they expand our understanding of ourselves and the world. Miracles can take many forms: physical healing, a sudden opportunity, a meaningful connection. But the true miracle is in the change of consciousness that occurs when we allow ourselves to experience the miraculous. It is the reminder that we are not limited by our current circumstances, that the universe has an abundance of possibilities waiting to unfold, and that we are always supported in ways we may not yet fully understand. Miracles remind us that there is always more to life than what meets the eye. They are signs that the universe is constantly working in our favor, orchestrating events and opportunities in perfect alignment with our highest good. The energy we put into the world is one of the most powerful forces we have at our disposal. It shapes our reality, influences our relationships, and impacts everything we encounter. Every thought, every word, every action we take is a vibration that sends ripples out into the universe. What we give out energetically, we receive back in return. This universal law of attraction works not only on a conscious level, but on a subconscious one as well. When we cultivate positive, loving, and abundant energy within ourselves, we naturally attract those same qualities into our lives. The energy we emit is not just about what we express outwardly. It is deeply tied to our internal state. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are constantly vibrating at frequencies that can either attract what we want or repel it. For example, when we are focused on fear or lack, we create a reality that reflects those energies, drawing more of the same into our experience. Conversely, when we shift our focus to gratitude, love, and trust, we align ourselves with the frequencies that attract positive opportunities, people, and outcomes. It is essential to understand that energy is fluid, it is always in motion and constantly shifting. When we raise our vibration by changing our thoughts or actions, we immediately change the energy we put into the world. The universe responds to the frequency we offer, reflecting back what we are giving. This is why it's so important to be mindful of where we direct our energy. It's not just about hoping for the best, but about consciously choosing to embody the qualities we wish to see in our lives. The power of energy lies in its ability to transform our experiences. When we consciously choose to project love, peace, and abundance, we align ourselves with the universal flow that supports these qualities. By doing so, we not only create a more harmonious internal state, but we also create a ripple effect that influences the world around us. Every experience we have in life is shaped by the energy we bring to it. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions send out vibrations into the world, and those vibrations are what ultimately create the experiences we attract. The energy we project is a reflection of our internal state, and it has the power to shape everything from our relationships to our professional success, our health, and our overall well-being. The universe responds to the energy we emit, creating a feedback loop that mirrors back the energy we send out. When we are aligned with positive, loving, and abundant energy, we attract the same. We open ourselves to a flow of opportunities, people, and experiences that reflect our inner vibration. On the other hand, when we are operating from fear, doubt, or negativity, we attract situations that mirror those same feelings. This is why cultivating a positive mindset and nurturing a healthy emotional state is so important. It is not enough to simply wish for good things to happen. We must first align ourselves with the energy that attracts them. Energy is not static. It is constantly shifting and changing. Every thought we have and every emotion we feel creates a ripple in the fabric of our reality. This is why it's essential to be mindful of what we focus on and how we direct our energy. By shifting our focus from what we don't want to what we do want, we begin to change the energy we put out into the world. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent practice, we begin to see the results in our lives. The more we align our energy with positivity and abundance, the more we attract those same qualities. Our lives begin to reflect the love, success, and joy we believe we are worthy of. The universe, always responsive to the energy we give, works to bring us exactly what we need in perfect timing. It is the law of energy, and it is always at work, helping to shape the reality we experience. When we step into the understanding that we are deserving of all the good that the universe has to offer, we unlock a powerful shift in how we experience life. Often, we live under the shadow of self-doubt, questioning our worth and feeling unworthy of the abundance and blessings that surround us. This belief, however, is rooted in illusion. At our core, we are all deserving of love, success, happiness, and all that life has to offer. The key to unlocking this truth lies in recognizing and embracing our inherent worthiness. Worthy doesn't mean perfect or without flaws. It means recognizing that as human beings, we are deserving of happiness and fulfillment simply by being alive. The moment we begin to truly accept and believe in our worth, we open the doors to greater abundance, deeper connections, and more fulfilling experiences. This shift in perception allows us to attract what we need and desire because we no longer carry the energetic blockages that come from feeling undeserving. When we hold the belief that we are unworthy, we subconsciously repel the very things that could bring us happiness. We may unknowingly sabotage opportunities or close ourselves off to love and abundance. But when we start to embrace our worth, we align ourselves with the universal flow that supports our dreams and aspirations. We begin to see ourselves through the eyes of love and compassion, recognizing that we are enough as we are. Understanding our worthiness also empowers us to set boundaries, make choices that align with our highest good, and ask for what we truly need. We no longer settle for less than we deserve, knowing that we are deserving of the very best life has to offer. This is not about arrogance, but about self-love and respect. The more we believe in our worth, the more we allow the universe to reflect that back to us, creating a life filled with the abundance and opportunities that are our birthright.